everyone. Firstly, I just hope that you all are doing good at your end and are perfectly fit and healthy. Wish you all a very happy National Physiotherapy Month. It's me, Dr. Tanya Bajaj this side, and I am a sports physical therapist. My friends, as we all know that physical therapy is a branch of medicine that is gaining rapid popularity worldwide. But still, there are various myths that lay the profession down. So today I'll be discussing about some of them with you, and hopefully we'll be able to clarify it. First myth is that physical therapy means dealing with bone and muscle related issues. So my friends, physiotherapy is not just limited to this aspect only. Physiotherapy holds more than 12 branches and 12 specializations in it. So I'll be discussing about some of them today. We have a branch of orthopedic physiotherapy that deals with muscle and bone related issues like osteoarthritis, frozen shoulder, etc. The other branch is sports physical therapy that majorly deals with bettering the performance of an athlete. It helps in conditioning, training, endurance training, strength training, return to activity of an athlete following an injury, the rehabilitation of an athlete is what a sports physical therapist does. We have other branches like neurological physiotherapy that deals with patients of stroke, hemiplegia, paraplegia, etc. We have got another branch of physical therapy that is cardiopulmonary or respiratory physiotherapy. Respiratory physiotherapists are coming up as the frontline warriors in the treatment of COVID-19 patients, helping them in the methodologies like airway clearance and prevention of ICU syndromes and faster recovery. We have another field of physiotherapy called geriatric physiotherapy. We have pediatric physiotherapy. Geriatric deals with elderly population. Pediatric physiotherapy deals with younger age group. We have also got gynecological physiotherapy that aims at dealing with antenatal, prenatal, postnatal care. We have also got ergonomic correction physiotherapy. In this, the workplace modifications, workplace related issues are dealt and cured by a physiotherapist. And my friends, not just these fields, physiotherapy is now a branch that has touched the space. Yes, a physical therapist works along with astronauts as well to plan their conditioning and strengthening and how they can cope up the zero gravity to manage their long duration stays. So now the most talked about myth is that a physical therapist only works in conditions following an injury, and post injury rehab and protocol is what a physiotherapist does. So my friend, physical therapy is not just for post injury conditions, but also physical therapy plays an important role in preventing the injury, identifying the risk factors. By various conditioning, strengthening methods, we can prevent you from gaining an injury. Specifically in an athlete with faulty biomechanics, various biomechanical corrections and strengthening of the specific muscle group which may pertain and may develop a kind of injury, we work and target specifically that muscle group. We train the athlete in such a way so that he plays well, performs well, and comes out with better results. The third myth that I came across was that our physical therapist diploma holders, we do a study of 4 years followed by 6 months of internship, followed by 2 years of specialization. We are equally as capable as any other medical professional is. We also participate in various scientific researches. We can hold a degree of PhD as well. We do study anatomy, pharmacology, pathology, medicine, surgery as our subjects, along with various physical therapy subjects in addition to this, that is electrotherapy, exercise therapy, that adds on to this. So, as a result of these myths that continue to prevail, when I came across my friends and colleagues, they feel a little demotivated by how these myths are laying the profession down. So, to them, I would like to say, let's not raise the voices up. Let's your work speak for you now. Let that patient who got up from the wheelchair because of you following a stroke speak for you. Let the smile and the pride your patient have in you after he or she is able to return back to the activities of daily living speak for you. Let that athlete who lost all the hopes that he or she would ever return back to his sport thank you and speak up for you because you treated him. Let that person who was prescribed surgery but you helped him prevent it speak up for you. My friends, stop seeking for the change in the world. I would rather say, be the change you want to see in the world.